Hi y'all, it's me. I'm here to share some projects with you for KS Craft Lovers Design Team. These projects, there's 4 of them I'll share with you and kind of walk you through how I did them. And I will show you the dies. I will link all the dies down below that I've used in this video, as well as the link to KS Craft Lovers shop. Want to be sure to go check it out because they have a lot of new dies that come in all the time. I can hardly keep up with how much stuff they have. But let me push this aside and I will show you the dies that I've used. Oh, let me see. Let me move that over there. The first die that I've used is called Elegant Dress, and it's this die here. And it comes with this dress, which has an it cuts out like a whole dress in the background here. See that? This whole piece. And then you can layer these pieces on top of it in it, as does this skirt. You can take this one out, put this one in, and this one also has an outer piece here, as you can see there. And a little bow, or I'm sure that's what that is, to go on the waist there perhaps. So I've used that die. I've also used this die, which is called Flower Corner, and it's this one here. And I've used this one, which is called Heart Frame. And the first project I created was a card using that die. And what I did was I put the corners here on the 4 corners. I used the dress die with that second part of the skirt that I showed you right here, and I cut it out of vellum paper. So it's a real sheer piece here. You could kind of see my nails under it. I did this Sweet 16 frame here. I added the bow. I added this little piece up there. And it's really beautiful and pretty and simple. Nice invitation for a bridal shower, a Sweet 16, just a girls' tea party, invitation. On the inside, I used the heart die behind the information for the party. So that's a real simple card that I've created using that. Now with the same die, I figured at the Sweet 16, bridal shower, whatever you're having, you could make this. And this kind of matches with that, as you can see in the background. So basically what I did was I cut the dress out. I did exactly the same thing. All the pieces were cut in vellum. However, down here, I cut out, let me grab that piece for you, right here off of the die thingy. I took this piece right here and I cut it a bunch of times out of vellum. So you can see it's got all the little holes in it. It's very pretty and dainty. So after I did that, I cut, I think, 6 or 8 of them, and then I folded them in half, and I just glued them, starting in the center and off to the sides. I glued those folded pieces down, and that gave me that dimension on the dress. Now what I did here was I cut another dress to put on the back. I didn't do this one, although you could decorate both sides of it. And I made a little box to go in between, so you can use this for a candy dish if you'd like. You could put, I don't know, table favors. You could put anything in there. It's quite a good size. I just made a little box, and those are really easy to do. You can find little tutorials on how to do that on YouTube. But on this side, what I did was I used the same die, and I just cut out a piece of vellum that would fit in this little window, so that if you decided to use them at the party, you could put a little tea light down in there, and then it would not show right now, but it will shine through that little window that you have there. And if you put it on both sides, you'll have more light coming out of it. So that's just another way to use that particular die. Now for the next projects that I've created, I have used the following. I have used the Lovely Girl, and that's this here. She's very cute when she's put together. I've used the angel wing bow, and I only use a small one here. I used the heart lace doily. I used the middle one. This is a curtain die. I've used this as well. Very cute. And I did something fun with that. And then I used this die, which is Full Love Tag. and I just used the inner portion of this one. So let me show you what I've created with those dies. I got a frame, a 3D frame, and I made a little wall hanging. So I used a heart frame in the back, the doily, the pretty girl there. The curtains, I have a sheer piece of vellum behind the main piece, so it does cut out a back and a front of the curtain, which I'll show you that right here. I can pull that off super quick. See, it comes in these two pieces here, so you can cut one out of the background piece and then the front layer. I added the bows here, and I punched this with something from my stash, and as you can see, I've added these little gold pearl flatbacks all around, and it is just a sweet little thing you can hang on the wall. The faces are adorable on these dies, and actually it indents the features here and here, and you just have to get a little tiny marker and kind of highlight them if you wanted to show up a little more. And then I inset a heart of a different color in her dress that does cut out from the dress. So that's the first thing I've done with that. Now, this is where I get crazy, because you know I always try to find other ways of using it. So I was looking at this, and for some reason it reminded me of a dress. When I turned it this way, I cut it on a fold, and I made a dress which would look cute with the first stuff I showed you if you wanted to have like various dresses in your party or whatever. So this is what I created with that die right there. So I basically just put this on the fold of the paper and cut it. I opened it up. I cut another one to create this top section here, which kind of makes it look more like a dress here. So I kind of I used the same background, but I just kind of cut this shape into it. And then I cut several pieces for the bottom and just did the same thing, folded them in half and glued them down. I put bling along the bottom. I added this little ribbon, and then I used the other die to create this little table number. So if you wanted to have, you know, people sit at a certain table, you could do that. If you wanted to make name cards, you could put names on them. This is just for table 5, so you could really decorate really cutely, having, you know, several different dresses by using a die that was never intended to be a dress, but it looks really cute as a dress. So anyway, there you go. Those are my few projects I wanted to share with you today. I hope that you enjoyed them. I hope you check out Kscraft store. I'm sure you're going to find tons of stuff you want, and Adam is a really nice guy, and I think you'll really enjoy doing business with their shop. So until next time, do what makes you happy. Bye for now.